All right, hello there, and welcome back to Cyberpunk Neon Demons. I am your dungeon master, DM Disaster, and we're gonna go into recap. So, Alan, can you please do recap?
Yes, ma'am. So we began with the infiltration of the warehouse that the Voodoo Boys were in to get a hold of the other Netrunner that we had to take back in order to complete our job. Um, and after the events of learning that we need to get a chip that he had from the person holding Daisha captive, we kind of went in guns blazing, murdered everybody but the Netrunner inside. Was about to kill him. He was about to drop a grenade on Lee. Lee was about to shoot him. And he was like, "Wait, you did all this for a chip, bro? Get the fuck out of here!" So he gave us the chip, and with some persuasive conversation, we convinced him to come back with us, with the other Netrunner, so we could deliver them, tell them, "Hey, they're alive," and get paid. On the way of us out, Midas, Foxtrot, Aether, and Lee were taking the car, and the rest were taking motorcycles. Um, Wolf had the other Netrunner bit on his motorcycle. Rest in peace. He's not dead, but when he died, and driving. We were driving out, trying to head towards Atlantis, and we noticed that Max Tech was on our asses, like very slowly trailing us. So Wolf and Bit decided to kind of like veer off of the path to not be directly trailed by them. While the others in the car, they move forward. We get to this intersection and we see two other Max Tech vehicles blocking our way. So we're kind of stopped where we are. The guy who was holding Daisha hostage hops out of the Max Tech car that was trailing us and walks up slowly to the car. He's like, "Y'all got the chip?" He was like, "And I guess." Midas was talking mad shit, saying how upset he was that he hacked his stream right before that infiltration, um, and how much he was like going to make sure that he burned for everything that he stood up for. A little too much. We'll see. We were just about to hand over the ship as Lee was trying to do a deep dive into it. Almost died, almost cracked it. It was really close. Still upset, but we get there. He takes out the chip, ready to hand it over. Um, we see Daisha getting dragged out of the car behind us, with other Max TAC agents, beaten to shit, just absolutely fucked up. It's real bad. She's still alive, though, thankfully. And just when we were about to hand it over, Wolf decided, "Hey, I'm going to tag one of their cars, trail them." So he went up and was about to stick a magnet onto the MaxTac car. He wasn't all that stealthy. It made a thunk. The driver was like, "What the fuck was that?" Driver hopped out, saw Wolf like right up next to the car, was about to shoot him. Wolf threw a flashbang down, flashed him. He started shooting, missing wildly. Wolf threw another smoke grenade. He was still shooting. Thankfully, he missed as Wolf was retreating back into the alleyway, back to go find Bit, who was probably having a panic attack at this point. Like I think like a couple blocks down. All of that goes on. Daisha and the other agents like get out of the street. The guy who was holding her hostage is like, hand over the fucking chip. He's got his gun out and everything. And Maya's still talking shit. But we hand over the chip. We do the transaction. We get Daisha off the street after they leave and get her back into the car. Vance takes a look over her, saying like, "Oh, she needs like serious medical attention. Like, I need to do surgery before we can get her taken care of." And we're trying to figure out what to do next. And we suggested that let's drop off these net runners at Atlantis, get paid, and then we can get Daisha some medical attention. And even Daisha was like, she didn't say anything. She just thumbs up, let's do it. So that is kind of where we are right now.
All right, awesome. So you get 10 XP for that. Thank you, thank you. All right, so you are all on, or you were on the highway. You all made your way through Night City, avoiding any kind of conflict on the way. And you make it to Club Atlantis. You have already reached out to your fixer to see if he was there, and he did confirm that he would be there. So, who's heading inside? Who's staying out? Are you all dragging Daisha in, leaving her in the car?
Vance was gonna stay back with Daisha. She probably doesn't need to be moved a whole lot.
Yeah, Lee is also going to stay back with Daisha.
Keep the car safe. Okay. Aether will go in then if they're good out there. I assume Foxtrot is going in.
Yes.
All right, so we got Foxtrot, Aether. The two of you are heading in. Wolf, are you heading in? Vance,
What's the chance that
Vance and Lee are staying out.
I'm gonna stay out with Vance and Lee? Because what's the chance that I still have heat on me after fucking around with Max Tech? I'm pretty sure it's pretty high, so I kind of like, I don't know if I should be around Daisha until after she's, completely mobile.
Daisha is outside with Vance.
Okay, that's a bad idea. I'm gonna get as far away from Daisha as I can, so that if shit hits the fan, she don't get fucked up even more.
You need to get your GTA stars down, bro.
I'm currently at 5 stars, trying to work for a 6th.
Look, remember it's up, up, down, down, L1, R1, L1, R1, and X. You can just get ready stars real quick, you'll be fine.
I'm really worried that you have that memorized. What kind of mayhem did you cause in that game?
Bro, he was a menace to Los Santos Vantos, bro.
Oh,
All right, so hello, Buck. Or Buck, not Buck. Hello,
Midas. Wow.
that was a Taco Bell.
I didn't.
Never gonna turn that off.
Discord Nitro now lets you do announcement sounds whenever you get into a chat in one of the servers.
Oh, good to know.
My bad.
That's awesome.
Sorry.
All right, so Midas, Vance and Lee are staying outside. Aether and Foxtrot have gone inside. Where are you going?
I feel like
Japan.
inside is a pretty safe bet.
Cuckoo. All right, so you go inside with the others, and Wolf, you said that you're going to stay outside away from Daisha or inside away from Daisha?
I am gonna stay outside, away from.
You cut off. I'm going to assume he said that he's going to stay outside.
Mhm.
And as far away from her as possible. So, those of you that head inside, the club is in full swing as usual. You see a bunch of different type of edge runners here. They are enjoying drinks, talking about their latest jobs, just kind of catching up. And you see your fixer at the bar, and he kind of raises his hand, waves at you.
Foxtrot will head over. Make sure everybody is following.
Mm-hmm.
Midas will also go over. That seems like a good idea.
Following suit. Get in, get out.
All right, so you head inside. You head over towards him after you see him waving. He kind of smiles. The two Netrunners are obviously with you. And he smiles when he sees the others. Fucking Christ. Shit, I didn't think you guys were going to actually do it.
Well, you gave us no option but to do our very best.
I mean, yeah, I guess. Fuck. And you just see him kind of like scratching at the back of his head. And then he looks at the others. You two okay? And you see Bit looks a little shaken up. He's trying his best to compose himself, but very much like Chihuahua energy right now. It's kind of shaking. And he looks over at his air quotes friend. And he nods. Yeah, it's not really much of a problem here. You were supposed to pay them, make sure that I was alive or some shit. And the fixer nods. Yeah. Yeah. He looks at the rest of you. So, you got the chip?
I don't know what you're talking about.
So I take that as a no.
We got your net runners, baby.
Yeah. And I specifically said Netrunners or chip.
Netrunners or
Yeah,
chip.
he's right there. You put the or in there.
Then he kind of nods. Yeah, definitely worried about them. Don't get me wrong. But I did say, if they weren't alive, they were doing a job for me. If you can't get them, to get the package. Did you get the package?
Just saying Foxtrot is the face.
Is this one of
Why?
these situations where we should like just be honest but like not too honest?
Wait. I don't remember shit. It's been like a zillion years. You wanted a package?
Yeah. I asked you guys to go and find the Netrunners who were missing. Let you know that the Netrunners were picking up something for me. Haven't heard from them. You either find the Netrunners, singular Netrunner, provide proof that one or both were dead, and to bring the package that they were obtaining for me back to me.
Vidal, we brought you the Netrunners. I'm pretty sure if they had the package, that would be in your deal with them, not your deal with us.
No, no, no. And he kind of puts his hand up. You see,
I feel like you're trying to get out of having to pay us.
and he puts down a recorder and he sets it on the table and he presses play. And you hear him specifically asking for the Netrunners. If you can find both, one, proof that they're dead, and to retrieve the package that they were collecting. His main concern was the package, not the Netrunners, but he is worried about the Netrunners as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I really do think this is one of those situations where we just tell them a half truth.
You see the second Netrunner kind of just putting his hands on his head like, yeah, what are you guys gonna do about that? That's it's like you guys are in a bit of a pickle here.
This is the one that was paid partially.
The one that had the chip, yes.
Okay.
Oh. Right, yeah, no, I have a vague memory of what you're talking about. And I'm gonna tell you, you're not gonna like it.
Scheiße.
And he waves his hand. Explain.
Are you familiar with a slimy son of a gun with a gold chrome arm and a mustache that looks like he was shooting porn back in the 80s?
That
And
was so long ago.
He's kind of thinking. Talking about Leo?
Yeah, Leo.
That
So
really hot
imagine,
guy?
That's his name?
imagine our surprise when we're coming back here to speak to you, and he rolls up on us with 3 MaxTac vans.
Max Tack.
I've never told a lie in my life. And I can guarantee you, there were MaxTac in those vans because one of them came out and took some pot shots at someone trying to steal their catalytic converter. Now,
Continuing the bit.
And as you say this, he seems more annoyed than anything, not at the fact that you don't have the package. It's when you mention Max Tack that his expression from that point on just seems very annoyed. Right.
trust me, I'm not a big fan of it either. I mean, working with MaxTac, that's a bad luck. Anyway, they may or may not have the chip.
Uh-huh. Yeah, right. Okay, look. I promised you 500 for each head. I'll hold up that end of the bargain. And he looks at those of you that are present. That work?
I don't remember if that's what he promised us or not.
That is what he promised us.
Yeah, he said
Mhm.
500 for each head, and if you bring the chip is an additional 1500.
Mm-hmm.
Deal.
And he looks to the others that are present. You good?
I'm going to
Yeah.
Yeah,
look sharply at both of them.
that'll work. As we've been having this conversation, has there been like any noticeable attention our way from others in the club?
Roll me a perception, please.
Okay. Ooh.
You don't notice anybody. Everybody just kind of seems to be focused on themselves.
Okay. Yep. That'll do for the day.
And he nods, and then he looks over at the three of you. Which one am I paying? And he holds up the chip.
Since we haven't gone through that before, would that make sense for Foxtrot to be the one as a fixer situation, or like how we doing that?
I assume it would be Foxtrot.
Yeah.
Part of
She's
me
not-
wants to say, yeah, just pay Midas all the money, it'll be fine, but
Ah.
No, baby doll.
I wish good hell well you would.
That would be me.
And he nods, and he kind of holds it out to you.
Take it.
And you take it. He leans his elbow on the bar top, and pleasure doing business with you.
Oh, certainly. Positively the best. And I don't know. Do I have to check this chip to make sure it's all there? I don't.
You can.
Yes,
It's a data shard. So
Okay.
you can just insert the data shard into your Neuroport, and then it would pop up with the money.
Now, he said 500 a head.
Yes.
Is that so? Would that be 1,000 total, or 500 for each of us?
No.
I just want to make sure.
500 a head. There's only two heads.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll check the chip, make sure there's actually 1,000 there.
You do, and it pops up.
Beautiful. All right. In that case, perhaps we'll do business again. And I'm going to turn and whistle at the two others that are there with me. Come on, boys. Let's go.
Aether's gonna just have like a long pause, or a like paused look at the guy, and then over at Netrunner number 2, and then act like he's gonna say something, and then turn around and leave.
Midas just does, you know, the wave where you do like a Mexican wave with your fingers.
What?
Yeah, he's gonna, it's just like,
What are you talking about, bro?
never mind. He's just gonna wave at the dude and leave. Fuck you.
Now I want to know.
Like
The
a
Mexican
stadium
finger wave? The
I was like,
Mexican finger.
medium wave, but you're just
You know
one
full
person,
well
which
what the
is real
Mexican finger
awkward.
wave is. Don't fuck with me here.
What are you talking? You know what? We're just gonna slide past it.
But yeah, so the three of you turn and leave. And as you are leaving, you hear a gunshot go off behind you.
Uh,
Not a problem.
And you hear a thunk on the ground. Then you just see a couple of people kind of moving past you. These look like bouncer type. They walk past you, and that's essentially it. They walk past you in the direction of the gunshot.
mm-hmm.
Midas will definitely turn and take a look if he hears a gunshot going off inside of the bar.
Yeah, you see Bit dead on the floor.
Who's holding a gun?
The fixer.
He just
Mm.
sort of shrugs and continues on.
So the three of you are heading out now.
Yep.
Okay. Wolf, because you are, I'm assuming, looking for any potential max tack. Can you roll me perception, please? With a 2 modifier, plus 2 modifier. So, those of you in the vehicle with Daisha,
Mm-hmm.
where are you all positioned exactly? Like, I know Daisha's still in the car.
Vance is probably going to be have the car door open, and he's going to give her another like check over, keep an eye on like her vital signs, see if there's anything he can do currently without surgery.
Lee probably hasn't moved much next to her.
Okay.
He's got his car door open, but he's basically sitting in the same spot.
So, Daisha has kind of scooted over to the other door, so Vance can kind of look her over, bandage any kind of wounds that are visible, kind of stuff. And while she's there, she's kind of like wincing every time you do something here, or like pull something there. And then as you're doing this, she's kind of looking at you, Vance, but like not looking at you. Like she's looking just in your direction, but her eyes are not, like she's not present. And she's, I was kind of hoping that he would have just put a bullet in me.
Yeah, Vance kind of like glances over at Lee, and just kind of gives him a look.
Lee's holding it in.
Vance is being very calm. It's like, well, now you don't have to worry about it. You're out. You're not going back. Like, I'm gonna take care of you. You'll be fine. It's. I just need you here with me to make sure that I don't do anything else. Make sure that nothing hurts too much. Make sure I'm not gonna break anything else. I need you here with me, and I need you focused. And he's gonna like try to see if he can't get her attention because it's that like 1,000 yard stare of somebody in shock.
Yeah.
So he's trying to like bring her back to the moment. What what all does Daisha like? Does she have something that would be considered like warm clothing or no?
Currently on her, no. She's like, her
Yes.
clothes are torn the fuck up.
Okay. Yeah, Vance has like a thicker jacket on. So he'll take his jacket off and he'll kind of like after he's done checking, like make sure there's no concussion, make sure there's nothing broken around like the collarbone and the arms. He'll try to like put his jacket over her because victims in shock typically get really fucking cold. And just kind of just try to talk in a very like even, quiet, kind of low tone.
As you do that, she flinches as your hands, before you even lay the jacket on her, she kind of flinches as she sees your hands in her peripheral. And then you lay the jacket on her. And she, for a moment, you see like there's clarity. And she looks up at you. And she's blinking, but it's like she seems surprised to see you.
Mm-hmm.
And then she looks off to your right, just kind of staring. He thought that we knew about the chip. Before
Whatever was on
he
chip
arrested me, captured me, tortured me. He said something about Pandora. I don't know who that is.
Has Vance heard the name Pandora before?
Pandora is the it's whatever secret files or project or something that had to do with the chip.
That's right. And you said that you weren't able to get anything else off of it, right?
No.
Okay.
Well, Lee will begrudgingly, gritted teeth, say no. Because that's not entirely true.
And he was like, I know it's painful, Deja, but just focus. Why did they want this stupid fucking chip? What is Pandora? Did they say anything else about it?
Roll me conversation.
Sorry, you broke up there. All I heard was R and then conversation.
Roll me conversation.
Social skills, conversation. Okay. Should just be okay. 16.
Okay. Wolf.
Yep.
How far away from them are you?
Probably a block down the street.
Okay. You don't see a Max Tech vehicle, but from where you are, I would assume that you're probably near the corner of the street so you can have a vantage point of all four corners.
Yep.
You see about 2 blocks to your right headlights that look very much like Max Tech. They're not moving.
Can I pull out my Find Your iPhone app and see if see where that phone is?
Yes, if you can roll me tracking, please. With a +2.
Obviously.
How did I know that would happen?
I am fucking cursed.
You are. You see it generally like in this particular area. It looks like it might be probably like around the corner, but you do see the headlights.
Hmm. Can I?
Oh wait, I don't know why I did that because you can't see that.
Yep, exactly. I was
Okay, right around here.
okay. And I am currently.
Right there at the corner.
Can I go for a quick loop on the bike?
Mhm.
I want to try to end up like riding. I don't know if riding past them is gonna set them off. Is there other vehicles riding past them?
Yes.
Okay, in that case, I am gonna go do a loop and try to ride past their vehicle.
Okay. So you do a loop. It doesn't take you very long to make your way around and finding the other end of the street. You head up, you drive past the MaxTac vehicle, and you see that the doors are open. You kind of catch a glimpse of about 4 MaxTac agents in essentially an alleyway between 2 of the buildings. And they are holding somebody hostage, you would assume a potential cyber psycho, because they usually only come out when they're cyber psychos.
Okay, okay. So it seems like they're busy with something else.
It would be safe to assume that.
It seems that
Uh,
way.
I'm sorry, but the way that there sounded like there was a smile in her voice when she said that made me nervous.
That's why I said it seems that way.
It seems that way.
So describing things generally make me nervous.
I know,
And,
I feel that.
and doors seem like doors until they're not.
Just a chill.
Is it just me or did a crater just move on
Not
the
just you.
map? Okay. Now it's shrinking.
Yeah,
Wait a
no,
second.
because I have to put it in the spot where the thing was.
Oh god, there's craters appearing all over the city.
God, I know they're inside. I don't want to bother them.
You see, kind of driving back up to that corner where you were at initially, you do see Vance, uh, kind of like kneeling outside of the vehicle. And you can kind of catch a glimpse of like Daisha as she's kind of very slowly moving her hands. And on the other side, you do see Lee with his door open.
I'm gonna slow down a little bit as I go by Vance and like rev the engine real quick, try to get his attention. And then I'm gonna point back over my shoulder as I go by and be like, yo, Max Tax back that way. And then kind of like drive off.
Yeah, Vance will just give you like a currently preoccupied with making sure Daisha doesn't go in any worse shot than she already is.
Yeah, Lee gives you a look like I got this.
And yeah, I'm gonna go drive back around and post back up where I was at. But now that I know that Max Attack is there, I'm gonna try to hide a little bit more. Don't notice me. Don't notice me.
Totally didn't try to bug one of your vehicles. Don't notice me.
Yeah. No, that never happened.
Hey, yo, bro, the block is hot.
All right, so at this point, Midas, Foxtrot, and Aether have made their way out. The three of you see Vance taking care of Dacia, kind of looking her over. She's kind of just staring off in the space. You can hear very faint revving of a motorcycle not too far off.
Are we ready to leave?
Are you saying that like generally to everybody, or
Yes.
Absolutely here.
yeah?
We have certainly
Yeah.
gotten ourselves into a bit of bother, and I would personally like to leave too.
Start
Yeah, and I've got to take Daisha back to the clinic.
counting heads. Where's... And I'm gonna try to look around for Wolf.
You're gonna see a hobo in the corner somewhere.
He's keeping his distance. I think things are getting hot. Max Tech's nearby.
Makes sense.
Wonderful.
Idiot.
Speaking of heads, did you see who lost theirs back there, Midas? I didn't turn around.
Yeah. So the fixer just flatlined a bit.
Aw, shame. He was such a nice guy. Super scared of everything, though. And I'm gonna
I'll be honest. Here, it's probably for the best.
jump in the car.
Picked the wrong one. Time to get in.
Who's in the back?
Lee and Deja right now.
Alright, I'll get in the back seat. I'm gonna point at Midas before he gets in the front seat. And I'm going, this isn't something that happens too often. Understood.
Actually,
Yeah, I get it. I don't get to ride in the front.
Actually, if you don't mind, if I take the front.
Fuck you. I have the front.
Not talking to Midas, just completely ignoring.
There is the other motorcycle.
Oh yeah, I'll
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I'll trail you guys. I'm just gonna take the other motorcycle.
So
Yeah.
Vance can sit
Yeah,
in
no.
the vehicle and then
Yep. And keep an eye on Daisha.
And he's gonna kind of low tone, kind of whisper to Foxtrot, "I'm gonna need your help later."
Understood.
And
Be a good boy, don't get lost.
and he'll get the keys for the motorcycle.
all right, so you're all heading to Vance's place.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the ride over to Vance's place is, for the most part, uneventful. It's nighttime. There aren't many people in this particular area. Vance, your place. Oh, excuse me. Your place is not too far off. It's near like the old med center. You
Okay.
head over that way. Find your location. As you all get closer to Old Core Center, you see.
I do want to state that with sitting in the front, Midas has fully taken control of Orc's privileges and has decided to start blasting Never Fade Away by Samurai at like 11 o'clock at night, full volume.
You know what? I was about to say that don't be on that bullshit, but that's a pretty good choice.
Yes.
Depends when you let the child sit in the front seat.
Aether has his own music that he can block that out with in his head, so with his
mean,
connections. So
Foxtrot
What?
slowly leans forward and looks at Vance across from Tasha and then slowly leans back.
What better day to play Never Fade Away than today? For those of you who are unaware, today is August 20th, the day that Johnny blew up
Oh yeah.
Arasaka Tower.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, in that case, wouldn't it be time to go?
But yeah,
I mean,
as you're
Awkward that
driving,
we're here.
Cooler explosions that happen in the city, you know.
as you're driving towards the old med center, Foxtrot and Vance, especially you, Vance, you can see Dacia. She's focused mostly just ahead of her. She's in the middle and she's just kind of looking straight ahead.
Mm-hmm.
But as you guys get closer to the now demolished Arasaka Tower, you can see her head turning towards it. And Foxtrot, you would be on that side looking, so you would be on her left side looking at the tower. And it almost seems like she pales. And then you can feel, because she was holding your hand, Foxtrot, and you could feel her grip tighten. Don't take me back. Please don't fucking take me back. I don't have it. I don't have the chip. I swear I don't
Don't
fucking
worry.
have the chip.
Dacia, look at me. Look at me. You're not going back. You're going to my clinic.
what's
You're
going
not
on?
going back. You're not going back.
Keep driving, Ether.
And at this point, she's not thrashing around, but she is kind of like hyperventilating. She is panicking. She just, don't take me back. Please don't take me back.
And we're about at what point on this route?
Yeah, how far away?
You are roughly in this area here.
That's what I
And
thought.
where is the clinic?
Over this way?
Okay.
So you would be obviously like outside of that area. So like you'd be like roughly near this side. But this is where you guys like currently are, like basically like at the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Vance will forcibly like turn Dacia's head so she doesn't see the tower and just like looks at her. He's like, "Hey, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I need you to focus. I need you to focus. Okay. Dacia, tell me your full name. Look at me. Focus. Tell me your full name.
And she's
Breathe.
looking at you, and she's still hyperventilating. She's crying, like practically sobbing at this point. I need you to roll me. What do I need you to roll? Roll me a human perception, please.
There we go. 16.
Nice.
I'm gonna roll this for her. She's at a -2. Ooh. So you manage. You can see that she's slipping really fast,
Yeah.
and you catch her just at the right moment. You grab her face, make her look at you, and as you keep repeating these words, you see her. You feel that she's trying to turn her head to look back at the tower.
I'm gonna take off my jacket and like put it over like the car window. It's the back window, the one that we're next to, the
Yeah.
passenger back.
And she's trying to crane her head to look back, but you're holding on to her and you just keep, tell me your name. Tell me your name. Stay with me. And she, now that she can't see out the window, she's Deshani.
Good. And he's like making the exaggerated motions of breathing, like inhale, like he's like breathe with me, breathe with slowly. Inhale, exhale, focus.
And she does. She's breathing in and out, in and out. You can hear it's very shaky. She feels, aside from the fact that it just feels like there's blood on her face, she feels cold. And she manages to calm herself down. Not very well, but she's calm enough. And you can see she just starts to kind of close her eyes. I'm so tired.
She's just in shock, but she doesn't appear to have any kind of brain damage, no concussion, anything of that nature.
You can't tell any signs of concussion just from looking at her. But you do know that to actually get a better look at her, you would need your actual equipment at your place.
Okay, so her eyes aren't blown or dilated in like mismatch patterns, are they?
No.
Okay, that's typically a good sign then.
So-
Feeling at the back and base of her neck, it doesn't feel like anything's out of place or anything that has any indentions.
No.
Typically, it's also another sign. Okay, cool.
So
Yes.
Midas, not knowing much about medicine, but knowing if you fall asleep, you die, he just turns the music up a little bit louder.
That kind of jolts her awake. And she grabs onto you, Van. She grabs your arms.
Mm-hmm.
And she's looking at you as this music is blasting. Don't.
He's just still.
She's don't give him the chip. And then instantly she passes out.
So do you want
Yeah,
the good news or the bad news?
No, she's passed out. She doesn't need to know that now. Yeah, it doesn't look like she has any brain damage currently. It's not a good thing for her to go to sleep, but it's not as risky. He's just gonna keep an eye on her. Basically, keep a finger against her neck, keep an eye on her pulse, keep an eye on her breathing.
Yeah, and
And
at
just
this
kind of
point,
monitor her signs as best he can without all of his equipment.
yeah, at this point, you have arrived at your clinic. Yeah, at this point, you've arrived at your clinic. Nothing seems suspicious. You see the normal vehicles that are here. Familiar faces kind of walking up and down the street. Wolf, you kind of keep your head on a swivel, just checking around for any max tag vehicles, and you don't see any.
Vance will immediately get out and he'll instruct some of the others, like, hey, grab Daisha, bring her inside. We'll grab here at the base of the neck, try to keep her spine aligned. When you come inside, first door on the left, lay her on the gurney. He's like, I've got to get some things prepped. And he's going to run inside and start grabbing a lot of his equipment.
You heard the boy.
Will
Move.
do. Aether will help bring her in.
And I'm gonna stand outside and make sure everybody gets inside.
Lee's hanging back a bit as they're getting Daisha inside.
Okay.
Yeah, once I get Daisha inside and get comfortable, he'll call out to Foxtrot.
Looks to make sure everybody is actually inside before shoving her hands in her pocket and making a waiver. All right, buddy, what's up?
I need your help in whatever connections that you have. I need to figure out everything that's could have been on that ship. Whatever this Pandora is, I need to figure it out.
That's a big ask.
Well, Daisha almost died tonight for a chip that I didn't get any information on when I could have.
By the way, don't tell her that we don't have the chip. At least for now.
Yeah, because if I told her we had the chip, or we gave away the chip, and I tell her that I was deep diving into it and fucking pussied out and couldn't get any information further past whatever black ice was in there, yeah, I don't think that's the plan.
Oh, I'm sure she'll still think you're a handsome knight in shining armor.
This is
Don't
no
worry.
time for fucking jokes.
Don't worry, Lee. Figure it out. I'll make some calls and maybe somebody will answer, but what I know right now is that chip, they're not the only ones that wanted it. So, what's ever on it is going to be real hard to get. Not just for you, for everyone. I'm going to pat him on the shoulder. Are you ready to go inside?
Yeah, let's go inside.
And I'll grab his ear and give it a hard tug. Stop feeling guilty. In. And I point at the door.
I'm not a dog. We'll walk
Good
inside.
boy. Good boy.
Shut it.
And I'll follow.
So, the two of you make your way inside. Wolf, are you staying outside, or are you going in?
Better not.
Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna go inside. If it still looks clear, I'm going inside.
Okay. So yeah, it does. It definitely looks clear. Nothing seems amiss. For the most part, the street seems, not to say relatively empty, but there's not a lot going on here. So you make your way inside, and Inside, you can see the rest of them. First door on the left, they're laying Daisha down on the gurney. You kind of hear noises in the background, which you would assume is Vance getting ready, grabbing some equipment. Midas, your agent dings with an incoming message.
Yeah, he'll take a look.
You see the name Fragman.
Okay, cool. He'll open the message.
Heard what happened. Are you okay? And in case any of you forgot, Fragman is the individual that was the one who mentioned during Midas's live stream about this could possibly be about Project Pandora.
Yeah, which is even shadier as to how he heard about anything that just happened in the past 2 hours.
Yeah, now I'm thinking that he will respond with news travels fast, shit ain't sweet, but it's fine. X.
And you get a thumbs up winky face. And then another message comes in. When wanna meet? Question mark.
Guys, I have a lead on the chip, and they want to meet us. When are we free?
I think the right question that you should be asking is, who is this person and are they even trustworthy to meet?
I'm supposed to just talk to anyone on the internet, Midas.
Listen,
Oh, how many fans you have?
yeah, I have
He has
a
fans?
lot.
So many.
So
Like
many.
Gladiator.
But listen,
You too.
I have the way I think of it is either this is a good lead or it's a trap, in which case we can kill two birds with one stone. So I'm thinking we, go and meet this guy.
Feels pretty trappy to me, but we have enough awareness of it.
I mean, hey, if you're too scared, I can just go by myself, it's fine.
You're not going by yourself.
Welcome to walk.
Who
Better
even
than knowing a trap is a trap. Nothing.
who
So
even
if
is
we
this
just
guy?
assume it's a trap.
Oh, he's called Fragman. I don't really know him that well, but it's kind of strange that even before all of this happened, he already knew about Project Pandora. So I'm thinking it's going to be like some like serious shit.
You
After
didn't
hearing
think
specifically Project Pandora, Vance is gonna go, like look at Daisha to see if she reacted. And if not, look at everybody and be like, "Hey, out of the doors, turn around the corner into the lobby. She needs some
Um,
quiet time."
what have you all done in the process, like Vance? Like, have you put her up like with an EKG? Are you monitoring anything? Like,
Yeah, he's basically gonna hook her up to an EKG, monitor her vital signs. He's gonna put her on a IV drip, get her prepped. He needs to do X-rays, to see what's broken. Uh, God,
see if there's any
what else?
internal hemorrhaging.
Yeah, and after he's getting a lot of this prep, he's definitely shooing everybody out because he's got his shears. Because he's gonna have to cut the rest of her clothing off to make sure there's no open wounds that they missed, no protruding bones that could have been broken.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, give Daisha a little bit of peace and quiet and privacy.
Lee will walk out and drag Midas with him.
I'm gonna stay with Vance and Daisha, and I'm gonna point at the boys. Don't make any stupid decisions about what we're doing until we talk to everyone. Please.
Just in case, Vance, do you have an access point in a bathtub that I can fill with ice?
He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah. This is a fully stocked clinic.
Alright.
He will point him past the lobby. He's like 2 doors down on the right, full tub and shower. You might have to go down the street and get a little bit extra ice, but I should have a lot here.
Alright.
How do I transfer out money to people? Does that have to like wait?
So the money is put on the data shard. You should be able to just kind of access it yourself and pull up what you need to and hand off the rest. Or there are actual like machines, like basically like ATMs that you would put your data shard in, and then actual eddies would come out, like
Eddies.
actual euro dollars.
Okay, then she'll wait to do that then.
All right, so who's heading out? Who's staying?
I don't need to be in there.
Lee's heading out. Midas is heading out. Aether's heading out.
Yeah. I'm
Like
sorry.
heading out, like out of the building, like going out.
Oh, out of the building.
Yeah.
I mean, if there was just another room that's easy enough, I'd rather be inside personally. But if everybody
Yeah.
wants to be outside,
What about Wolf?
Heck, I just walked in. I'm definitely staying in the building.
It's like I just got here. Y'all gonna
He
kick
walks
me
in,
out?
everybody leaves. He's like, I just got here.
Is it me? Is it me, guys?
Could've been quicker
Aether's
than
just
that.
glad. Aether's just glad to not be in an operating space. Just brings back bad memories.
Okay, so who's
So, yeah.
gonna leave with Midas?
Lee.
Are they
Leaves-
like leaving, or?
I think we're just leaving the operating room.
Hmm.
All right, so nobody's actually leaving the building.
No, we're just going into
Not yet.
another room.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. So, those of you that leave the room, which I'm gonna assume is everybody, except
Except
for
for
obviously
Foxtrot.
Vance and
Oh.
Daisha. Foxtrot, you're staying in the room with Daisha.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay with them, just so Daisha has somebody in case for whatever reason.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. This is my character's fault.
It's not your character's fault. It's nobody's fault except for Leo. Fuck Leo.
That's what he meant.
So those of you that step out, you see that Vance's space is, I mean, pretty spacious. He has a room. The room is connected with like the eating area, a little kitchen kind of stuff. He has a little bathroom off to the side. And obviously the main space would be the operating area. This is essentially like the ground floor / basement area of a building. So obviously he would have the most space out of everybody in the complex.
Hmm.
Those of you in the room, Vance, when you were all talking before the others left and you mentioned Project Pandora, you could see, she doesn't wake up, but you can see her heart rate elevating.
Yeah. Which is probably the trigger and what kicked everybody out. He's like, all right, yep, no, that's it. Everybody got to get out. Okay.
You are there doing x-rays, scans, everything. You can see that she has almost all of her ribs broken. One of them looks like it's almost about to puncture a lung. You see that one of her legs you're surprised how she was even able to hobble on the leg because the bones themselves seem to be decimated. You see that her other leg, the knee, has been dislocated. One of the arms dislocated at the shoulder. Hand, that you know that she's a lefty, so she's using that to strum the guitar. Or not to play the frets. The hand is basically broken. Aside from the actual bones, you can see that there's a lot of facial damage. Cheekbones, she has like a hairline fracture in her skull. Bruising, cuts. Looks like she was stabbed and burned a couple times. It's a wonder how she even managed to survive this. Roll me a... Roll me a first aid, please.
Can do. Wait, the skills.
You can either roll me first aid or paramedic. And
Paramedic.
add a +2 to that.
+2. 21.
Nice.
So you kind of look her over. With your medical expertise, you can see that these wounds were strategically placed to not kill her.
Mm-hmm.
These are, I'm going to hurt you, but I'm not going to kill you wounds.
Yeah. And he's like, yeah, that's all fucking well and good, but if she gets an infection, sepsis sets in, it's gonna fucking kill her anyways. And he's just like writing her chart started as fairly blank up at the top, and he's just had, like over 3/4 of the page, just constantly filling out.
Foxtrot, as you are sitting there with them, how close are you to Daisha?
Imagine that. Probably just sitting there holding her hand.
Okay. So you're holding her hand, and you see him kind of looking, jotting things down. You see that medical chart getting longer and longer and longer. You see where there's basically like a diagram of the body. He's just adding more things to each part of the body. You feel a slight squeeze of her hand in yours.
Okay, doll. I look at Vance. Are you done writing things now? Just keep going?
No, could you repeat that, Rocky? Sorry, my headset cut out for a second.
Are you done yet?
He just like stops, looks at Foxtrot for a second, and then just goes back, like finishes filling a few things out. He's like, well, if you want to be of some help, and he said, reach in that cabinet back there. He said, I'm gonna need a mask. He said, I'm gonna grab the 2 tanks that are next to it. She's probably put to sleep.
Give Dacia's hand a little kiss on the top and roll on over to, because I'm sitting in a roller chair because apparently that's what I've decided. I'm just gonna roll myself over to the cabinet and grab whatever he needs.
Yeah, I get the feeling Vance is probably gonna be here for like a solid 8 or 10 hours.
Oh yeah, definitely. To get her in stable condition, definitely.
Yep. Because that's going to be surgery on the ribs to keep it from puncturing the lungs, and she's going to need basically a full body wrap. The leg's going to need to put in traction. The knee's going to be relocated. The ACL and the LCL's probably torn. The shoulder's going to need to be reseated. She's going to have a cast and screws in her hand. Yeah, he's going to be here for a hot minute.
We
Lady
have the
Doll.
technology.
Yeesh.
We can rebuild her.
You know I'm not a nurse, right?
Well, you better get comfortable in that role really fucking quick unless you want Daisha to go downhill.
I'm warning you. I'm just letting you know ahead of time.
Don't worry, you'll do great.
Okay, yeah, sure. I'm just gonna roll myself back over.
Luckily for you, everything is color coded.
Oh, great. Glad to hear
E-
it.
Easier to find in stressful situations.
Please don't start mentioning body parts because I know legs, arms, head, torso, chest. Just like a small shrug.
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Exactly. Eyes and ears and mouth.
So the two of you kind of work together. You're grabbing things, you know, cutting into her, grabbing some cloth, and you're grabbing some, you know, medicine, so on and so forth. It's a long process.
hmm
Those of you
And
outside,
he would have made sure that she got sterile beforehand.
yeah. Those of you outside of the room, it's probably been about, say, a good hour and a half to 2 hours since you've left a room. And you still hear footsteps running back and forth, cabinets opening and closing kind of stuff. So you would assume that they are hard at work right now. At a couple points, you do hear like flatlining, and then you hear the beeping again as he resuscitates her. This happens about a good 2 or 3 times within this good hour and a half span. But those of you out there, you start to get messages from acquaintances, associates of yours, friends, whatever you want to consider them. These are random people. And they're like, "Is this you?" And you can see essentially like an aerial view shot of the scene outside of the warehouse.
That
New
fucker
phone,
was
who
watching us the
dis?
whole time.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's been watching us the entire time.
Midas is gonna ignore pretty much all of the messages except for any that come from Fragman. And he is gonna take initiative and just be like, "Yeah, we'll meet in 2 hours."
Are you saying that 2 hours from now or 2 hours from when you initially spoke to them?
2 hours from this moment.
Okay. I need all of you to put your reputation at 2, please. So stories have gotten around to immediate friends. Actually, no, sorry, 3. Put it at 3. All of your coworkers and casual acquaintances know.
Shit.
Whatever shall we label this for reason?
We fucked up.
You could just put warehouse fight.
Yeah.
Alabama brawl.
So after you send that message, Midas, you get another one back, and it says, "My bedtime soon."
He'll message back. How soon?
And they put
Winky
1
face.
hour.
This motherfucker really said his bedtime is soon.
Dealing with a child.
I can do 30 minutes, but I'll have to bring friends.
And they give you a thumbs up, winky emoji.
Where do you want to meet?
And they send you the coordinates to a complex. You can probably make it there if you speed in about 30 minutes. Probably a little bit less.
Hmm.
If there's no traffic, obviously.
Okay, guys, so my contact's bedtime is in like an hour. So we're gonna have to go there like real quick if we want to make sure this is on the level.
Midas, if another motherfucking dumb shit sentence comes out of your mouth, your contact's bedtime is in an hour. You really said that to us right now?
Are they a fucking child?
It's late. Maybe they just care about their, you know, health.
Nobody in this city cares about their health.
Then how do you explain all of the joggers? In the executive, in like, people here care about their health, just not many. Maybe he's health conscious. Maybe he just, maybe he wants to be stronger. I don't know.
Midas, I'm going to, for the next 5 minutes, ignore the fact that you are the way you are. And I'm just going to ask you, does your contact have any information as far as when or how and where they want to meet up for whatever information they think they can give us?
Yeah, he wants to meet up at these coordinates. Looks like an apartment complex. In like 30 minutes or so. We can make it if we're fast.
Would I be familiar with this location?
Yes.
Cool. How am I feeling about that spot? Does it any particular connections or
You see that the area is in. Activate this. You are looking at the new Westbrook area. So you know
that's
that
a fancier spot.
Exactly. This is a fancier area, more corpo. Like there are a couple, I guess you can say, lower class people that live there, probably the workers or people who are rising up from basically like the center of Night City.
Mm-hmm. Probably where Aether may have been originally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We can fly like hell to get there.
Listen, I have a real good feeling about this, okay?
You're the only one with a good feeling about this.
That's because you're pessimistic and you don't look at the brighter side of things, okay? Now, I think we should go real quick. And if you're not down, I'll take notice.
You're lucky that I cannot be here right now, so I'm going to go with you.
Okay, but if you're both coming with me,
Let's go.
We might need to borrow the car.
Let's go.
Okay.
So, is anybody going to notify Foxtrot?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Midas will send a message to Foxtrot. Borrowing your car, XO. I hope you have insurance.
That's Aether's car.
Aethers.
Oh,
It's basically
He's
my
the
car, let's
driver.
be real.
yeah, no, he doesn't know it's Iva's car. He just thinks it's Foxtrot's.
I'm off, and then he sends, "I'm off to visit my contact before their bedtime," and then the response he gets is, "Okay,
What the
pedo."
Be a good boy. And that means fucking be safe. Don't do anything fucking stupid.
Do you know who you're talking to?
Midas would never do anything wrong.
Yep.
He's never done anything wrong in his life. What are you talking about?
Right.
You know lying is wrong, right?
Anyway,
So, you all make your way out. You get into the vehicle and head towards the address given. You are in the nicer part of town. It's clean. Even smells nice for some reason. Relatively empty considering the time. You stop in front of a complex. If you could even call this a complex itself, it's just more like a skyscraper apartment. Definitely not like the shitholes that you're all accustomed to. You head out, go to the door, and you see that there's a guard standing there. And he gives all of you a look. Can I help you?
Well,
Wolf is not involved in this at all.
Looks over at Midas.
yeah, just 1 second. Midas is gonna text Fragman. Hey, I'm outside. There's a gonk at the door. I don't know what to do here.
And you send that. You can see the bodyguard looking at all of you, and then he has that far off look. And then he steps aside. 16th floor.
Thank you very much.
Hope there's
Come
an
on,
elevator.
gang.
You all make your way inside, and this place is beautiful. It is black marble everywhere. You see that there's a big water fountain in the center. It almost looks alive in this place. There's so much greenery in the center area. It looks like there's a tree, like a little garden kind of thing to walk through. You head towards the elevator. Hit 16. And it takes you up. And when it opens immediately into an apartment. No hallway, nothing. And you see a couple of kids kind of running around. And then you see what appears to be potentially a nanny. She looks at all of you. Are you here to see, Abby?
I guess we're here to see Abby. Yes.
Straight to jail.
She nods.
Have a seat right here for me.
Abby, you have, company.
I swear to God, if any of you tell anyone about this, I'm going to murder both of you.
I'm going to murder you. Came here all the way for nothing.
I'll have you know all of my streams are age-fitted. I don't know how they got through.
And the door opens and you see a child walking out.
What the hell?
They have headphones on. They look like a little mini Netrunner. And they walk out and they're on their agent and look up at you. Oh. It's you.
Yeah,
Come on.
you did. Okay.
And they lead you into another room. Close the door. And then you see them sit off to the side on a couch. There's another couch opposite of it. So, you said that you were looking for Pandora, right?
So originally we weren't. I'm gonna be on the level with you. Now we are, and I'm curious to know what you know.
And they don't acknowledge you. Like, they don't look up from their agent. You can see that the glasses that they're wearing, like, images kind of keep flashing across. And then I don't know a lot about it. I took the files from someone else, and yeah. So
Wait. What files?
some files. Hold on, and you hear the kid kind of, Abe, Abe, and you see a man walk out. He's, I don't know how to describe him. Red hair. He's wearing glasses even though it's nighttime. He just has this almost like devil may care attitude, but also corpo. And he kind of makes his way. Oh, excuse me. Hi. Name's Abercrombie. Abe. My friends call me Abe. You're not my friends, but you know. You kind of get the gist. So, we're just gonna get straight to this. You're looking for Pandora. Can I ask why?
Yeah.
Why are you looking for Pandora?
We got paid to, like,
One of our friends got beaten to shit for it, so we're trying to figure out what exactly they got beaten to shit for.
yeah, like, we found something about it in, like, this dingy old warehouse, but it was, like, it was nothing. Like, it was just some old papers talking about it, and none of it was, like, important. And then we found out that it's on this chip or something, and that everybody wants a piece. And it's like, I don't know what the fuck is going on here. And, you know, curiosity killed the cat. And I wanna fucking die, so that's a joke.
And he shakes his head. No, I understand. I feel that.
That's an Abe joke.
Kind of wanted to die too. I was going to, you know, jump out of the helicopter into the ocean. I almost died in a. Anyways, yeah. So you see, and he kind of like steeples his fingers together and sits on the arm of the couch opposite of you. I want to tell you, but how do I know that you're not going to just, you know, go crazy and start killing a bunch of people? I kind of have people that I care about. I mean, not really, you know, but they're kind of useful. They might be involved.
Listen, I give you my word. Okay, no, I don't. That's a lie. Why don't we just play it fast and loose here, okay?
only one person that we're really intending to kill. And that person is with Max Tack. So whoever you and yours are, we have no intention of harming. We just need information.
Oh. Well, I mean, in that case, by all means, go ahead on your little suicide mission. And he looks over towards the little kid. And the kid swipes something on their agent. And you see the table in front of you appear almost like a hologram. And there are images of people. And you see, obviously, the man in front of you, Abe. You see another man that is labeled Punch. You see another one
Fucking weird
labeled
name.
as Zahad.
Fuck.
And then you see one labeled Leo.
Hmm.
Mm. Well, one of those is definitely the one we want. I don't know about the other two.
Like, oh, no. You don't get it. You can't kill these people. These are my people. And if anybody's going to kill them, I'm going to kill them. So you
Start
can't
with
kill them.
Leo.
Damn, you better get to work then.
Wait, why do you want to kill your own people?
And you ask that question, he kind of like almost bites his bottom lip. Just, they kind of fucked me over. It was after this whole incident at the news station. There was a fucking bomb. And
Holy shit. That was you.
that was not me. I didn't put a bomb down there.
Oh, okay.
Like, I tried to warn everybody there was a bomb down there. I even told the Max Tack guy that there was a bomb down there, and guess what happened? He tried to kill me.
Oh, he tried to kill you, and now Leo's working with Max Tack. You think you've been double-crossed. I see.
Do you have any reason as to why Leo wanted Chip in the first place? This Pandora information?
He said it was important.
So that basically means he's getting it from somebody else.
I mean, yeah. He said that before he tried to pull a bullet in my brain.
Some friend.
First time?
Honestly, looking at him, I wouldn't be surprised if it was the first time. But you know, you did good. You didn't die.
I have a habit of not dying. But yeah. I'll give you the information on Pandora. I don't have a lot myself. It's whatever I was able to snag before those people beat me up and took it for themselves. And he looks over towards the kid again, and the kid taps on their agent. And another file pops up. And you can see that it's a bunch of names. We don't really know much. But I know that these are some people who may have worked on it. Built it, worked on it, been around. I don't know.
Are there any names on that list that immediately pop out?
Roll me. Deduction. No. Perception.
And this is visible for all of us.
Yes.
Cool.
You said perception.
Yes.
Getting all those beautiful people out of the way so I can click on it.
Wolf, are you gonna roll?
Yeah, hold on. Trying to get things. It's not an epic failure? What?
We're so proud of you.
Sorry, I was trying to I
You
was trying
finally
to move,
managed to not roll a 1. I'm so proud.
yeah, I was trying to move Zahadi out of the way.
The hottie.
So, Lee,
What?
Aether, and Midas. The three of you immediately pinpoint Dr. Amelia Reed. You know that she's been all over the news for essentially like groundbreaking research in neural interface and AI. She's been in the news recently talking about something that will change Night City as we know it.
Huh.
Wolf,
Z.
you pick up the name Lawrence Strickland. You know that the image that's attached to it, it is her father.
This motherfucker here.
I'm guessing whatever this groundbreaking invention is probably Pandora or has something to do with Pandora.
Yeah, seems that way. Wow, we'll really have to get that chip back, huh?
Yeah. At the very least, this means that whoever Leo got it for is not necessarily attached to MaxSack. Makes it a little, well, not less complicated.
Okay, so those of you, or not those of you, Vance and Foxtrot,
Yep.
the two of you are tending to Daisha. You have basically put her under to do your thing.
Mm-hmm.
What, aside from basic medical things, are you doing? Like, are you doing anything technological? Like, you know, because obviously she does have cyberware.
Mm-hmm.
So are you
what
fucking around with the
cyberware
cyberware?
Not really. If it's damaged, he'll just have to take note of it. If it's not damaged, he can fuck with like just the basic installation, like connection of tissue. But other than that, not really. So like if it's something to do with her hand and like the tendon that's attaching to it is fucked up or whatever, then he'll fuck with that. But he's not gonna mess with the actual cyberware.
Yeah, no. So the only cyberware that she has, aside from she has Chemskin, Tech Hair, contraceptive implant, and the Neuralink with the Cyber Audio Suite audio recorder.
Hmm.
Yeah, based on the list of what you said she had damaged, I don't think there's anything that he'd really mess with
Okay.
based on that.
So the two of you work together to get her stabilized. It's been a little scary the first hour and a half of her flatlining about 2 times. But you managed to get her to the point where she's stable enough. At this point, it's probably been about 3 hours. You know that there's still more time that needs to be put into this. It's at this point, Foxtrot, you get a message on your agent.
Check who it is.
It's an unknown number.
Motherfucker. Alright. Let's do this dance. I will check the message.
You see, the message says, "Want to know more?" Question mark.
Swear to God, I thought they got all the spam out of these things by now.
Want to take a break from the ads?
I don't have a car, despite popular belief. Stop asking me about my car insurance. I'm just gonna put question mark smiley face emoji.
And then you get another response back. Fixer? Question mark.
What do you need? Fox emoji.
And you get
Very important.
a little
Yeah.
devil smiling emoji. And then it says, "A deal."
Motherfucker. I look over at Vance. I hate anonymous numbers.
Hmm? What'd you get?
And I'll hold my phone up. Apparently a deal. Send back. What do you need?
And then you see the typing. It stops. More typing. And then it stops.
I send another message. You can call me on my agent.
It's a thumbs down emoji.
Oh my god. She is so used to dealing with Midas emojis that it only phases her a little bit.
And then you get Daisha.
Aisha.
What about her?
Fuck no! What do you. What? You're gonna. She's like pacing the room, holding her agent. I'm gonna need
Look,
some.
if you're gonna pace, step outside. What's going on? I still have some work to do.
Alright. I'm going outside.
Let me know what happens.
Yeah. I'll leave Vance and Daisha to helping each other. I need more than 1 or 2 word replies.
And then you get a call.
Pick up the phone.
You hear a woman on the other end. Well, it seems that you've gained some attention out there.
Only a little.
Well, that little bit has caught the attention of some very important people.
And
That
these
said,
people... Sorry?
we need the person that you are keeping, protecting. We need Daisha.
Are you
I
gonna let me know
promise.
why?
We promise we won't kill her. We'll get her back within 24 hours, alive. In no worse condition than she already is.
Well, you see, we're kind of working on fixing her right now, so I need more than reassurance at this point.
And you see almost like an Apple Pay pop up on your agent, and you see 10,000 credits.
Package that bitch up. We get paid. I'm sorry. Intrusive thoughts.
Damn.
Intrusive thoughts. Ignore that. Ignore that.
Here, if you bring your friend to talk to us for like 24 hours, and they'll be completely fine, and we'll give you $10,000. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. I'll see you in 24 hours.
I peek my head in the door. No, I won't. No, I won't. No, I won't. No, I won't.
Excuse me.
Who's so much money? Who's looking for Daisha? If you get
Militech.
her, you get who?
Militech.
And Militech is. Do I know what Militech is?
We
Oh, yeah.
all know who
Everybody
Militech is.
knows. Militech and Arasaka are the top two, if you want to call them military companies out here. They have been competing since both of them, were created, kind of thing. Militech is focused more on actual military and, weaponry, police forces, and whatnot. Arasaka just kind of dips their fingers into everything.
The owner of Militech is also the president of the United States of America, I think. So there's that too.
Mm-hmm.
That makes a lot of fucking sense, actually.
Give me a second, doll. I have to discuss this with my compatriots.
Get paid. Get paid. Get paid.
And she just, don't take too long. The offer expires at midnight. It is currently about 10:30.
Okay, I'll call you back. And I'm just gonna hang up and go do the thing where you use both arms to walk into the door. Yeah, just look at Vance. And I look at Daisha. She out?
Out what? Out cold? Yes, she's probably going to be out for a while. Why?
Fucking Militech wants Daisha.
Why?
I don't know. But they offered I'm gonna walk. Can I show him this Apple Pay?
Yeah.
I just hold out my phone for 24 hours. What
This
the
bitch-
fuck is going on?
The fuck do they need? No, she is in no fucking condition to be moved. What do you?
I mean, they
No.
they said she'd be okay if, you know, for 24 hours, no less worse condition. I just
Militech, the other gigantic corporation,
I know.
essentially in charge of Night City,
know.
who does a lot of shady shit, said she'll be okay.
It's just so much money.
I understand that.
I just
I have bills that need to be paid too, but
need you to tell me no. It's fine.
no,
No, don't
absolutely
sell your
not.
don't sell your friend for $10,000. Don't
It's
do
so
it.
nice. I mean, I love Daisha. I love her. What would Daisha do?
They should say get that money.
Daisha would 100% be like,
That head, that bread, and leave. Peace out.
Daisha would do that shit for 1,000 credits. Are you kidding me?
The bread, the
He's gonna
head.
wake up and be so angry with me that I didn't do this. We have until midnight. We have until midnight.
What is Daisha's current condition? Like, I know she's out, but what else still needs to be fixed?
It's only been about 3 hours, so you're gonna have to do like obviously all of the internal things, you know, like obviously making sure that her ribs aren't puncturing her fucking lungs and things like that. You're gonna have to brace her leg. You will probably have to amputate the leg, and if you can, install cyberware, because the one leg
At
is
this point, it's
essentially
just be
completely
easier.
Yeah, it's just completely demolished.
We could buy Daisha a brand new cyber leg, baby.
Well, good, because she's going to need it. She
They
doesn't
aren't
have a
cheap.
choice.
Exactly. And I could
Still got to
buy-
put screws and plates in her fingers. If anything, I'm going to try to save her hand.
and we could spend some of that 10,000 on new cyberware.
Or paying the clinic's bill, seeing as how I've been putting everyone back together.
Speaking of that, I'm still a little hurt here. This is a bad time to bring that up, sorry. You're saying
Did she get hurt? I don't remember. Oh, she got shot, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, in the midst of everything, it's like, fuck.
Foxtrot and
Snipered.
Midas are the ones who got really fucked up. Midas is the one who really got fucked up. But
Midas was the one who
Midas had his
he
ribs
already
broken.
stabilized. He just needs some R&R.
Yeah, so his ribs are broken, and Foxtrot had basically shrapnel.
Okay, he's like, look, I'm one person. I can only do. All right, turn on. Let me see. Where did she get the shrapnel? It was like her back.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, he just looks at Daisha and he's like,
See, looking at
Can we
Daisha,
just do it one time?
you would know that Daisha is at this point like stable enough that you can leave her alone.
yeah, at least for like 20 minutes to finish. To pull the shrapnel out of Foxtrot.
I'm just saying, maybe we should think about what Daisha would want.
Well,
Daisha
I can attest to
groans
you.
in
She's
her
already told me she
sleep.
wants to live.
Daisha groans in her sleep. Money, 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 money.
Get the money.
I think we're having a hard time with it because we both know she would love to get paid.
I mean, what would make Daisha feel better than waking up after this horrific experience to see 2 extra zeros in her bank account?
Right?
Bro.
Fucking true. Me as a person, I'm like, right? I got hit by a
Seriously.
car. Man, this is terrible. Life can't get any better. Hey, somebody gave you $10,000. Life got marginally better.
See, I told you. You just have to think of it from that way.
He's like,
Listen, you're out of line, but you're correct.
he's like, all right, while we discuss this, he's like, Dix's stable. Go to the next room, the other gurney. Take your shirt off. I'm gonna get this shrapnel in the back. We can talk about this while I'm pulling shards out of you.
Mm, you know, this was way less sexier than I thought it would be.
Welcome to the medical field, baby.
Ow. Ow.
Bro.
Every fucking piece of shrapnel.
He's like, all right. A, we could use the credits. B, look, Dacia's not going anywhere anytime soon. They're gonna have to wait at least a day.
And we tell them that we're there the entire time.
If nothing else, at least I am there the entire time to make sure she stays fucking stable.
And I'm there to make sure that they don't dispose of the one person who can fix everything.
So we're both gonna be there.
And probably the others, most likely. I'm gonna call this lady back.
So I'm just going to ask, are you not going to take a page out of your own book and discuss with the rest of the group?
I was about to say, like, you're just gonna like,
Because
fucking
you
look at his
just
money.
told them.
Like,
do
yeah,
it.
well, don't worry, we'll tell you guys when we get back.
She saw 10,000 credits and that was it.
Like, whoa.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing in this game, you guys.
Lee's gonna clock your shit. I swear to God.
I will call Midas.
No, don't call fucking my. Of course, he's not. Okay, there's such a massive problem with this. Midas isn't gonna give a shit.
You might.
He's definitely not gonna tell us.
I'm gonna call Midas.
Oh my God.
Oh. Okay.
His name is
Oh,
Midas.
Sorry, 1 second. Phone call. Hello, you've reached the line of Midas. If this
Baby.
is a fan message, please leave it after the tone. Beep.
Oh, you are in so much trouble. I hang up and I call Wolf. I'm just going
I
around.
call her back.
Oh my God.
Hello?
Oh, hold on. I've got an incoming call. God damn it. I hang up on Wolf and pick up on Midas.
Look, lack of
Hi,
range
no,
is
what's
only
the
supposed to be
talk
the
to
other
me?
group.
That was just a little bit of a funny. You didn't need to hang up on me. What's the situation?
Who are you around right now?
Well, Wolf's here.
Wave at him.
I'm waving at Wolf.
Tell him I say sorry.
Foxtrot says sorry, Wolf. Ava's here.
No, it's fine. Nah, he's like, it's cool.
He probably
yeah.
just looks confused more than anything.
Basically.
So it's gonna be me, it's gonna be Ava, it's gonna be no, not Vance, Wolf, and these two fine individuals, Fragman and Abe. Do you want to say hello?
Not really.
She says hi.
Will you, Baby doll, I need you to maybe remove yourselves from the situation for a second.
I'm gonna be honest, you have two choices. Either in this room with these people or out in the main hallway with the nanny and all of the other kids.
I'm sorry, where are you?
It's a long story.
Also, did you forget that Lee is also with you?
I thought Lee was...
Oh my god.
Lee's here too.
You know what? No, just pretend I'm not there. It's fine. I don't
No,
give a shit
no,
anymore. No,
he's right here.
no, it's fine.
Alright, I need you
He's so quiet.
to not react to this in any way. Understood? I'm gonna take
Well,
that
you
as a
know,
yes.
even if I did react, I have a mask on, so it'd be hard to tell. Anyway, what's the situation?
I need you and the others to discuss this after you leave wherever you are that has a nanny. God forbid one of them overhears you. I'm gonna have to buy you your own nanny. That being said, when I hang up, and I will text them to make sure that you all have had this conversation. I feel like, when did I become a mom? Ugh.
Rocky
Milton.
realizes that she was the nanny all along.
Yeah, I know, right? She was working. Miltech wants Daisha for 24 hours with the promise of no harm. In exchange for 10,000 credits.
Well, if you ask me, 10,000 credits for 24 hours does seem like a good deal.
I know.
That he's saying out loud.
I mean,
What?
I'd take that deal. You know, I mean, she is quite attractive, but you know, that's just me.
What are you two
Honestly,
talking
I
about
just
on that
think
call?
if your wallet has, if you can afford it, I'd say it would be a good experience for you. But you know, we'll get together, we'll talk about it, and we'll see how we feel.
Baby doll, you have until. It's 10:30 right now.
It's probably about 10:40 after the call and having to call them and talk.
You have like 30 minutes to get out of the situation and discuss it and get back to me. Do you understand?
Oh, that's fine. It's Fragman's bedtime in like 20 minutes, so we'll have to leave
It's
anyway.
whose bed? Jesus, you know what? Tell me when you get back, okay?
Okay.
Figure it out.
It'll be figures, don't worry.
Good boy. And I'm gonna hang up the phone.
Oh.
I just look at Vance and sigh. Maybe I shouldn't have called Midas.
Well, it's a little too late for that.
Yeah, he's got it. He's
But yeah, next time I'd probably call Lee.
Midas is a smart, young, up and coming, intelligent.
It's nothing about his intelligence, it's all about his excitability.
He understood. He got it. He knows what he's doing. And I'm going to sit back down and roll. Just roll back into the room with Daisha.
You are still getting shrapnel pulled out of your back.
Shit! Not going anywhere then.
Nope.
All right. So, those of you inside with Abe and the child, you see him. You see Abe kind of just like leaning back on the chair. He is still sitting on the arm of it. He's whistling a little song, and you can kind of catch a little bit. You think it's the Danger Gal jingle. And then all right, so we have a deal, right? You're not gonna kill those people.
We have a
Listen,
deal.
We have a deal.
We have a deal. He's gonna stop Midas right there.
No.
Good.
We have a deal. But if you die in your attempts to kill them, I promise, from the bottom of my heart, I will avenge you. Okay?
And he looks around and then points to himself. Me?
Yeah. if, if for some reason your luck in not dying fails and you get murdered by any one of these people, I will personally avenge you.
You see him think for a second, and then he shrugs and nods. Makes sense.
What exactly are we facing with dealing with these guys? I mean, we've already seen a little bit of Leo's what would you say? Connections?
Mm.
Is he like how is he working with Max Tech?
That I can't tell you. I don't even know myself. Last time I asked him, he punched me in the mouth. So, but I can tell you that his friend, boyfriend, I don't really know what to call him. He doesn't work for Militech. He works for Arasaka. Offered me a job. Very nice guy.
Ooh, sorry, I need to make a phone call. Midas calls Foxtrot immediately.
Vance, that fucking hurts. Sorry, baby doll. What's going on?
I have the most awful news for you. You remember that silver wolf with the gold arm who you were making eyes at when he came and tried to steal the chip, the one who had data? He has a boyfriend.
Oh, Midas, we're kind of over that whole judging people about who they're dating thing.
Stay still.
I am! You called to tell me Silver Daddy has a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Oh. Are you going to expand on that, baby doll?
Not really.
Okay. This was a great conversation that we've just had.
Maybe I'll expand on it a little bit later. For now, we have
figured that
things
you
to
would.
do.
Please stay safe and call me if he also has a girlfriend, alright?
Abe, does he have a girlfriend too?
Who?
Leo.
Oh, I don't. I mean, maybe. Did you see him?
He might have a girlfriend as well. Okay, well, have fun with whatever you're doing. He just hangs up.
Fine. He is very intelligent. Okay? look back at Vance. There was a point to that conversation that I just haven't figured out yet. Can I start digging into anything about what I don't know how I would do this, like just looking up things about Leo?
I mean, looking up, are you just looking up the name Leo?
I'm trying to
They did
find-
say he was a rocker boy, so.
Yeah, I want to like library the shit out of this person that I know, but Clockshot doesn't know.
Yeah, you
Try
can
to find
do
his
me-
social media pages or something to that extent.
You can do
Do
me a
you know
library
him, though?
search.
I always have a hard time finding all of this stuff. There it is. Dang.
Mm.
Nice. All right, so looking through, you type in Leo Rocker Boy, and you see there's a lot of rocker boys named Leo. None of them fitting, obviously, the aesthetics of this individual that you have met. And then you come across a couple scream sheets, and you see renowned rocker boy Leo Vega electrified a massive anti-corporate rally yesterday, calling for an end to corporate tyranny. The event turned chaotic when corporate security forces clashed with protesters. Leo's impassioned performance managed to energize the crowd, leading to a wave of civil unrest that swept through the city streets. Authorities are struggling to maintain control. This was labeled about 2 years ago.
I looked towards Vance. Something's fishy here.
You see something from
What?
a year ago. Neon Serenade's cryptic message fuels speculation. In a cryptic message posted on his personal net feed, rocker boy Leo Vega hinted at a forthcoming project that would shake the foundations of the corporate empires. Speculation is rife about what this could entail, with some believing it's a new album, while others suggest a direct action against megacorporations. This message has triggered excitement and anticipation among his fans.
What's a rocker boy? What's a rocker boy against corporations doing with Max Tech?
Well, your guess is as good as mine. My bet's on money.
Yeah.
The most recent one you see. In a shocking turn of events, beloved rocker boy Leo Vega has been implicated in a terrifying terrorist attack against Night City News, one of the city's major media corporations. The attack occurred last night, leaving a city in a state of disbelief and confusion. Eyewitnesses at the scene reported a powerful explosion that rocked Night City News building, shattering windows and sending plumes of smoke into the night sky. Preliminary investigations suggest that the attack was a result of a meticulously planned operation involving high-grade explosives. The NCPD has released a statement confirming multiple casualties, including both employees and civilians in the vicinity of the blast. Several individuals remain unaccounted for, and rescue operations are ongoing as emergency teams comb through the debris. what has sent shockwaves to the city even more is the alleged involvement of Leo Vega in this horrifying incident. While Vega has been a prominent voice for social change and activism through his music, the sudden shift in his narrative has left his fans and the general public stunned. Authorities have not yet provided concrete evidence linking Vega directly to the attack, but leaked surveillance footage suggests a figure resembling the rocker boy near the scene shortly before the explosion. Vega's spokesperson has vehemently denied these allegations, describing them as an attempt to tarnish his reputation and undermine his fight for justice. This incident raises questions about the deeper motivations and alliances of a figure who has previously been celebrated as a symbol of resistance against corporate oppression.
I hold my phone up so fans can read it as well after I'm finished.
Hmm.
Yeah, this isn't right here.
No, if that's the case, then Max Tiger should have arrested him, not worked with him. Unless he's got information. Or he's working with him to keep his name clear.
We'll find out, I think. But we need the others to try to decide what the fuck is going on over there, because all I know is he's got a boyfriend, thanks to Midas.
Ah, the important information.
Yep, I don't see any photos or anything of him with anybody or anything that I could be like, maybe?
You gotta hit the images button.
And I'm like looking like, super.
Gotta find his social media.
Roll me perception. With a +2 because you are looking for something specific.
I can't. I'm looking for the regular perception.
Perception is
At
in
the
the
top.
awareness skills.
Oh, thank you.
Like
I know it's a bolted one.
yeah, click that little on the left or on the right hand side, that little pin.
Yeah.
It locks it, and then if you close awareness, it'll just keep it pinned and open for you.
I didn't know I could close things. Look at that. So I do perception,
Yes, with a +2.
+2.
and I put that in additional mods.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
So you kind of having this information that he has a significant other. You start looking through images of him, fan images, promotional images, so on and so forth. And you notice that in a lot of these images, the fan ones, there is always an individual standing off to the side. A couple of the images are blurry, it's too dark to see him, but you always notice a red tie and glasses.
Well, he's definitely not a rocker. Interesting. I think we need to try to contact Mr. Leo. With what we know after the boys get back. Or call me back, hopefully. Stare at the clock, giving them 20 minutes. Did you know they went somewhere that Fragman has a bedtime?
What are they visiting a child? Why?
No, I really hope not. I don't want to deal with this.
That's. I'm not gonna think about that.
There's an age restriction on his streams.
Well, clearly he needs to look at getting those fixed, redone at something because
Ow,
apparently
ow,
a child
ow,
has been
ow,
watching his.
ow, ow.
You're fine. You're fine. Well, I'm fairly sure getting the shrapnel stuck in your back in the first place probably hurt worse.
Ever been hit by a sniper bullet?
Me personally, no.
Want to try? Fun.
You know, after looking at your back, really, it looks like it kind of sucks.
Yeah, it really does. Thanks.
Ah, you're welcome. That's what I'm here for.
So, those of you in the house, what are you doing?
Waiting to get this information and hopefully address whatever the fuck that phone call was about after the fact.
And the room that we're in, like, is just a large living room space, or is it actually like this kid's bedroom? Like, what was it again? Since we've
It's
been
more.
back
It's
and
more like a
bouncing
living room.
back.
Yeah, it's more like a
It
living
is
room
more.
space.
Okay. Was there is there anything in the way of like family photos to see who the parents might be? If there's
Looking
like,
around, you don't see any pictures anywhere. When you did enter, it was kind of very blatantly obvious that a lot of the kids here were of different ethnicities.
Got it.
So,
We got everything.
what information are you all trying to look for?
We have the information of who is connected to the chip, and I'm guessing, was that all that was in like the files that he mentioned, or is there
Yes. No, that is all of it.
more? Okay. Well, if that's everything. We at least have some sort of direction to figure out some more information. Anything else that you all want to ask before we leave?
Good here.
No. I think I'm good.
What? Wolf's just gonna. What exactly do you know about the program?
And you're gonna see Abe kind of point to himself. Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know shit. You want to ask him. And he points to the child. The kid
What
kind of, for the first time, actually looks up from his phone. And he looks at each of you. I don't know a lot. Let me show you the kid. I don't know a lot. I got this. Something about AI.
Do you have any clue what it might be used for?
You see him scrolling through his phone again. No, I don't see anything. It was really hard to just get this. There was a lot of stuff blocking me. I had to run away.
Okay. All right. I was just wanting to check. And if anyone's paying attention, y'all might notice that Wolf kind of seems to be like has his hand on his hip, like near where a pistol might be. He seems very nervous. It's like, well, thanks for the heads up at least. And he's kind of talking to both of them. He's like, I'm gonna be outside, y'all. And he's gonna go ahead and take a step out of the room.
Yeah, we should probably get going. It is almost around about that time for you, right?
It's bedtime.
And when you say that, you see the door open. And the woman who was kind of herding the children, she pokes her head in and she just has this very stern expression.
Mhm.
And you see the kid like, yeah. And he removes his headset and glasses, sets his phone down, and gets up. I could probably find something else later. If you guys want.
Well,
We'll stay in contact then.
yeah, you know, you have my number. If you want to help out, you're more than welcome to. If not, then, you know, it's fine. Like, this is some pretty, like, heavy shit, so I wouldn't blame you if you don't want to get involved, but if you do, then hey. Might be able to cut you in on some of the eddies, you know?
He, as he's getting ready to walk out the door, he looks at all of you. I don't need the eddies. I just want to find out why Max Tech killed my parents.
Mm.
And then he walks out.
You know, I've got to say, Lee, that kid's like, what, less than half your age? And he's already pulling shit like this.
Let's hurry up and get back and check on Daisha.
Yeah, no, we have to have a conversation.
Well, we can definitely have it outside when
Oh
we're
yeah,
on our
no,
way.
in the car. I'm not gonna talk about it here. Let Arab, and he'll get up and start to leave.
And he gives you both, or gives all of you just kind of like a two-fingered salute. And as you all walk out, that is where we're going to call session.
Ah.
Right, so thank you everybody for tuning in. You can catch us next week for the continuation of Cyberpunk Red. And you can catch us this Friday for the continuation of Ace Tale Dawn The Beginning. Looking forward to
Yay.
seeing you then. Bye-bye.
Maybe child free.
Bye.
Child